There's a push for change tonight after a Target 8 investigation revealed that 911 is not set up to always get you the closest help in a life or death emergency.
As we first exposed last night, the way that the EMS system is set up left a Northeast Kent County man with little chance of surviving a heart attack. Tonight, Kent County's emergency management leader tells Ken Kolker that he's hoping our Target 8 investigation forces change.
I'm just brokenhearted over it, and I would like it fixed for other people so that their heart doesn't have to be broken.
911, what's your emergency?
I believe my husband's having a heart attack.
It was Linda who made the 911 call on January 2nd from her condo in Plainfield Township, about 200 feet from the Rockford city limits, marked by this fence. Plainfield Township firefighters responded from a station more than 6 miles away, a nearly 10-minute trip, and it left Linda asking, why aren't you sending help from Rockford? The Rockford fire station is 1.1 miles, less than 3 minutes away.
And I said I could walk to where there's a fire, the fire station. I could get help walking. Where are you?
Yep. A fully trained and equipped full-time firefighter was on duty at the Rockford station, but he never got the call. That's because it was not his jurisdiction, and rarely do fire departments cross city lines without a mutual aid invitation.
Why should my husband die because I live over the city limits? To wait 10 minutes instead of 2 minutes is a matter of life and death.
And that leads us to Kent EMS, the agency that oversees emergency medical response in the county. In December, its new executive director made a recommendation. In the most serious medical calls, send the nearest available first responder, even if they have to cross a border.
We need to look at what the real needs of the patients are and identify where there are problems or obstructions in providing optimal patient care. And sometimes...
Like an imaginary line?
Like an imaginary line. So it just makes all the sense in the world to do this. We've recommended it, and hopefully the heightened public awareness from this news story will help accelerate that process.
Those lines already are blurred in some parts of West Michigan.
I think what's in the best interest of the patient should dictate what resources are sent.
Several years ago, Grand Rapids started entering into automatic aid agreements with neighboring Kentwood, Walker, Plainfield Township, and East Grand Rapids. The agreement with East Grand Rapids covers fires only, not medical emergencies.
Sometimes in the past, jurisdictional boundaries have gotten in the way of providing the best system or the best service to the citizens. And we've recognized that in the past and tried to fix that.
In a call near the border, dispatchers send both departments, and the race is on. But the agreement doesn't cover Grand Rapids' other two neighbors, Grand Rapids Township and the city of Wyoming. Plainfield Township's fire chief defended his department's response to that recent cardiac arrest, including the decision not to ask Rockford for help.
First of all, how do we know Rockford, the city of Rockford, wants to provide that service to Plainfield Township? Pretty soon Rockford's going to say, okay, start paying us for that. Well, that's okay, but that's not something that's budgeted.
So part of it is about money?
Well, a big part of it's about money. I mean, what in government isn't about money?
Rockford's fire chief wouldn't go on camera, but said his department would have gone if asked. And Rockford would have gone automatically in the late 1990s when the Rockford and Plainfield fire departments were merged. Peterson says Rockford backed out after 3 years.
They wanted to have more control over their fire department.
The Plainfield fire chief says he does favor a system that would allow rescuers to automatically cross city and township lines without having to ask for mutual aid. But he doubts every community in Kent County would agree to it.
If Mick Gunderson can pull that off, yeah.
You don't think he can pull that off?
Anytime money's involved, cost is involved, I think it'll be difficult.
Well, it's going to take politicians to put their heads together. I mean, fire chiefs to bring a proposal to the politicians, as we've done in Grand Rapids.
Ken Kolker, Target 8.
So what are the rules where you live? Well, Target 8 asked several emergency medical directors throughout West Michigan. You can see what we found out now on woodtv.com.